Hi, in case you're new here, I'm Haley, and I've been on a long journey to try and send my first 513. It's a road that's been filled with potholes and injuries, and I've spent many months unable to climb at all. But that's all changed now. Obviously, I am back at it, working on this 513 route called the Night's Watch. And I mean, working. I've put 8 sessions into this climb now, and I'm starting to give it redpoint goes, which is pretty freaking exciting. I've gotten to the redpoint crux, which is between the very last bolt and the chains, from the ground twice now. And just as I was feeling like I was getting pretty freaking close, I went on a climbing trip to Idaho. I swear, my climbing trips always come at the worst time. Anyway, I went to Idaho. I had a great time, obviously. Beautiful evening. And that brings us to session number 9. I haven't been on the route in 2 weeks, and it rained a lot while I was away. For a limestone slab like this, that means all the chalk is gone, all my ticks are gone, and it just looks like a sea of grey. But it's not all bad news.
I think I'm gonna have to wear this sweater.
See, this day just happens to be extremely uncharacteristically cold for Vegas in the middle of summer.
When the temps are good, I never imagined ever falling off this hole. Now it feels like the hardest part of the bottom crux.
It's the first time I'm getting to actually try and send the route in any sort of decent conditions.
So this feels like a different route.
Yeah, better one.
I'm blown away. I feel pretty unfamiliar right now. And the ticks are gone and stuff. And it just feels so much easier.
Just for a little context here, I am on the go from the ground on my first time back on the route right now.
So that's sick. It feels way more possible, you know? I think what I'm learning is it's worth it to do it in good conditions. Really prioritize that. Yeah, I could just relax instead of just being having to be so tense and put so much pressure into my feet. Shirt coming down.
I could just relax.
My foot slipped.
I saw.
That's annoying. I was kind of chilling. I was super chilling actually.
Can I just say that you know you're chillin' when you're yapping the whole way up? You guys are only hearing part of it. And yeah, I fell, which was lame, but also to be expected after a couple of weeks away from the route and no chalk. That's why I pulled back on and tried to go to the chains. It would be pretty silly to lower off and remain super unfamiliar with the second half of the route. And I thought, hey, this is a good opportunity to get a new link.
Oh, it's gonna be hard to summon the will not from the ground, you know?
You're trying to link.
What?
You're trying to do the link.
I know! It's just not the same!
This is a real thing, you know.
Ah.
It's so much harder to summon the go to the death sort of try-hard when you're just trying to get a new link.
Come on, die trying.
My foot doesn't look right. You're good. Ah! Woohoo! I've never fallen there before. Okay, do you mind if I try and make that link on top row?
No, it's fine.
So that's 2 falls in 2 new spots, entirely as a result of user error, i.e. me making silly mistakes after being away from the route. But, you know, good to get those out of the way. And on the lower, I managed to link from the last rest to the chains.
Okay, sick. Okay. Great. James, that's the last thing that I like. The last baby step, you know? Nothing left for me to do now except send. Not that I'm gonna send next go, but you know what I mean?
I mean, that's a chance.
I'm I have goosebumps all over my body.
Are you really gonna overheat?
Yeah.
I feel like you're not trying that hard, so I think it would be not super likely to overheat.
If feel like I'm not trying that hard on this.
Yeah, you're not. You're actually not. You're telling me all day how you're like, you know, casually holding on, your feet are super grippy.
It's all relative. Alrighty, well I'm gonna go or I'm gonna get insanely cold. Ooh.
So, now in a race against the cold, I set off.
I can't believe I'm on throughout the cold right now. That's fucking wild. Okay.
This is the first crux, which I am reasonably consistent at doing by this stage, but if you don't do it, it is a pretty scary pendulum fall with a ledge below you. So it gets the heart rate up for sure, and I definitely have to try hard. And stand on some micro nothing slab feet, as you can tell by my tappa tappa. Ah, the sweet sound of safety. Now you get a small shake and just a little chance to collect yourself before pulling this next bulge, which marks the end of the first crux. Now if I'm gonna fall in this section, it is on that move. But I didn't, so after standing up and clipping, I am through the entire first crux. Now you get a stance before one more bolt of easier climbing before you get to a really good rest.
Shouldn't have taken off a sweater. Oh well, you live and you learn. Okay, this is not scary. It's fun. Like every other racket play. You can fall anywhere. Nothing to hit. Just fucking calm the fuck down, bro. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
So now you do this very fun hypertech traverse, followed by a couple bolts of super insecure climbing. This is where my foot slipped on my previous go. And then you get to a bit of a shake before pulling this little roof here and getting to the last real rest on the whole route.
Well, definitely say this is by far the best I've ever felt at this point.
And just like that, I am at the final rest. This is only my third time making it here from the ground, by the way. And I've only ever linked from here to the chains once, in the go immediately prior. Obviously, I knew that some serious resting must be done, so I stood here for 6.5 minutes. Trust me, it is not that comfortable. I just really wanted to give myself the absolute best chance of sending.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Okay. Got it.
Now you traverse to clip the next bolt, which is insecure and a little bit scary feeling, but I don't normally fall here. And after making that clip and chalking up my right hand only, it is go, go, go until you're at the anchor with nowhere to even chalk at all. I've never managed to get my right foot up there before, so we are in fresh territory.
So good.
Towards me.
I was quite sure I'd get the tears of joy if you sent.
You were sure?
Yeah. Thought I had she's gonna immediately start bawling, which she did.
You know me.
Now, as amazing and emotional as that moment was, I'm not gonna leave you guys with just footage of me clipping the chains in the dark.
What do I do the rest of my life?
That just wouldn't be right. This has been a whole saga to get to 513. If you've been watching this channel from the beginning, you know. So what did I do? I got my partner to go up on a line and climbed the entire route again. Don't say I don't do anything for you guys.
Ugh, I hate hugging that drawer.
Seriously though, this route is so incredible and there's just so much nuance that you cannot see from a camera on a tripod on the ground. Plus, the hardest crux and the redpoint crux is right at the very top.
It's very possible that I fall here, just so you know.
So I wanted to get some footage to actually show what that is.
Ah!
And I think it turned out pretty sick. But there's just one catch. And that's that we're already 7 minutes into this video. And I don't want to bury this footage, if that makes sense. So I'm going to make a separate standalone video of just me climbing that 513 route. And for you guys who have watched this video, you have the full story. You know what happened, you saw the tears, both the happy Zen tears and the sad injury tears, and I'm gonna separate just the raw climbing from my personal story. I don't know, maybe that's dumb, but it is what my gut is telling me to do, so that's what I'm gonna do. But there is one more thing that I do want to talk about in this video, so let's go back to it. That thing is the small stick, i.e. the mini stick clip that I am making. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, check out my most recent video. I'll put a link on the screen right now. But specifically, I wanted to show you guys me using the small stick on Night's Watch. Because even though it's just come out, we have been prototyping it for months, which has been actually sick. See, it let me figure out the last crux so much more easily. As you know by now, it is between the last bolt and the chains, so it is pretty high up there. Climbing the entire route with a regular sized stick clip on me definitely didn't seem like a viable option. And neither did dropping a loop of rope from like 12 bolts up. Being able to just climb with it on my harness and then clip up at that crux to find the holds, figure out the body positions, practice the moves was just such a game changer. Anyway, I just wanted to share that because I'm psyched and because I think it's a good real world application. If you want more info, go to smallstickclimbing.com, which is also linked in the description box below. And of course, if you have any questions, you can leave me a comment or DM me on Instagram. So that's it for this video. I freaking sent my first 513.
Cool, you can laugh!
And wow, it felt like such a comeback after the last, 18 months at this point that I've had. And I hope that seeing me go from being egregiously injured to sending 513 is somewhat inspirational. Perhaps it'll give you a little bit of hope if you are injured right now. As long as you just keep putting one foot in front of the other, really anything is possible. And with that, I'm gonna say goodbye. The next video with the super sick climbing footy is coming very soon. I've already started on it. So keep an eye out, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you then. You guys are the absolute best, and it has been a total pleasure finally making this video.